Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to It's All Black and White TV, and this is Newcastle United versus Tottenham pre-match show. Hope you're all well on this Sunday afternoon, as we've just approached the afternoon now. If you do like what you see, please don't forget to smash the likes. It does help the channel up the search, and it means new viewers find them more easily. So please do give it a like. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come in, hit the subscribe, come be part of this great community we got here. Also hit the bell notification. That will tell you when I'm live. Have a pre-record any upcoming shows. If you want to become a member, it's 99p. Do that clicking the join button. And if you want to make a donation, do that in chat, clicking on the dollar sign. All money reinvest back in the channel. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get into some comments. Brian says, afternoon, it sounds like a new stadium project is imminent. We all love St James's Park, but it's 2024. The time is right. No idea where they'll build. If it has to be some point of the whole stadium. Yeah, I agree, Brian. Hopefully it'll just be like a move the stadium up, a few hundred yards or whatever. Looks a shell of itself, not the pillars holding up the stand. Looks like it's about to crumble. Great memories, but it's the right time to upgrade. JJ, hi to you. He says 11:30. Sky said 2.5 hours. 2 hours till kickoff. Is that right? 2 o'clock. It's half past one, mate. 1:30 the kickoff. Now it'll be 2 hours of talking about Man U, Liverpool. Yeah, I bet it is. Best time was a 70. He's talking there. Brian. Hi Tony. Hi to you, Trolls. Hope you're well. Brian talking to JJ as well. Afternoon, Tony. Hope you're well, says Wacky Angler. I'm absolutely fine, mate. Right, I have put a poll in the chat, guys. And look, the poll I've put in there at the moment is, who is to blame for this poor summer window? So at the moment, 93% have said Darren Eales, 7% say Eddie Howe. So that's on 15 votes so far. Do get your questions in. Brian says Eales out. I mean, look, it has, let's be honest, it has been a poor window, hasn't it? Let's be honest. I think on deadline day, we all expected somebody to come through the door. And they didn't come through the door. We know the Mark Wee situation that was called off in the afternoon by Palace, who said he wasn't going anywhere and he was staying. So I think we wasted over 3.5 weeks on that deal, which was never getting done because Palace kept moving the goalpost by keep adding on the money. And I think even if they wanted 80 million and we went in with 80 million, they would have said, oh, it's 85 million now. So look, yes, this man here takes a lot of stick, Darren Eales. I think he's got a lot to do with it, if I'm honest. It's all right, I'm going in the stack and singing and saying, oh, have you seen the Macam in Milan? Don't be doing that. Do the deals. Now, he's supposed to be the CEO. Now, according to rumours, he's forced Amanda and Mia Dad out of the club as well, which has led to that change at the top. Now, if that is true, that is not very good at all. We know Yassas here and that people from PIF as well. Let's hope this man's getting sacked, because I tell you what, this man's not fit to run our club. He's an absolute joke. He's another Mike Ashley Mark II, this guy is. And, I think if he has forced Amanda and Mia Dad out, that's absolutely disgusting. The amount of work Amanda done to get the consortium in and get the deal over the line, only to be ruined by this man here. So I don't know what you thought in the chat, but I'm absolutely fuming still over the transfer window, because if we had the money to put in for Gui, why didn't we go for other players? Simikin, who we were linked with, he went off to Saudi. We could have been all over that. Shalabar has gone on loan to Crystal Palace. We could have done that deal. Why didn't we do that deal? Now, a lot of reports are saying Eddie Howe was all focused on Mark E, and that was the only focus. He didn't want any other players. But then they should be saying to Eddie Howe, no, Eddie, you will get what players we can get in. If we need a right-sided centre-back and we can't get we'll have to look at other options, and you'll have to accept it. If you don't accept it, that's tough. That's what you have to do. Be ruthless. Then on the transfer deadline day, we did go for a Palace. We went for Elanga. Then they wanted to player from us, which then meant they weren't going to do that. I don't know who the player was, by the way. Nobody knows. And then apparently we went in with a bid later on of 50 million for Elanga. Now, I'm sorry, he's not worth 50 million quid, Elanga. Maybe 35, okay, but 50 million, not a chance. Forest turned that down. It looked like putting in bids like that just made us look desperate on deadline day, that they were desperate to bring somebody in to say, look, it hasn't been a bad window. I mean, Lewis Hall, we know what's coming in anyway. We're buying him anyway, regardless. We know Vlachodimos is part of a PSR deal to satisfy us and Forest. Asula was an Eddie Howe deal, or Jason Tyndall liked him, and he come in for 10 million quid. So, look, at the end of the day, it hasn't been a great window. So now we have to make do with what we've got. And that's the frightening thing, because we're one injury away from a disaster if you think about it in defence. Because if Cher picks up an injury, then you've got to fall on Kraft and Byrne. It's centre-back partnership rather than it being Cher and Byrne. I'm going to come into some comments because the comments are flying in, and no doubt that people have got things to say about this. Afternoon, Tony, and all come on the tune, absolutely. Someone needs sign to ground the name. That's a little fence, Fraser's fence. Yeah, he's gone now, Ryan Fraser. I blame Howe, because if he got his way, we would have kept Dummett and Richie, and he wants to keep one trick Miggy. Apparently, Matt Targett was the focus of going to Fulham in Leicester, and we pulled the plug on that. Kelly says, top man here today, there's going to be some heads rolling. Needs to be. My fear is that because everyone has strengthened, we will get some hammerings, but what can we do? There's nothing we can do anything about, is there? JJ says, Eels is overseen on behalf of the owners. If he's not up to it, move him on. Absolutely. I don't think Eels is up to it. Apparently, Parish was upset with the tune for approaching Friedman, so Parish played that tune. That's disgusting. Absolutely wacky angler. He's a disgrace, that man. Tiger says, Tony, the club's a joke. Well, Shearer called it. He said, there's something wrong. There's something wrong in the club, and he says it's behind the scenes. And Shearer got called out by one of our fans on Twitter saying Shearer's a Mackem. Well, I'm sorry, he's not a Mackem. Shearer's a very passionate guy who knows what he's talking about. And he said there's something going on behind the scenes. And I think he's absolutely spot on. Sack Darren Eales, bring back Amanda and Mirdad. Mark says, this is actually Mark 2's a bit harsh. Right now it's paper talk. I'm not so sure he would have single-handedly forced Amanda out and on her role and relationship with the club. That may be true, Mark, but we don't know, do we? That's the thing, we don't know. But Craig Hope put it out. I know people say he's a doom and gloom merchant, which he is at times, but maybe he's right. To be fair, Howe wouldn't have played a player if he didn't want them. Yeah. Let's not forget, he came from the MLS. This is the Premier League. We bleed football in America. They don't. Well said, Brian. Good afternoon, says Julie. Good afternoon to you. Afternoon, Tony, says Jason, keeping the tune. Good afternoon to you, mate. Hope you're well. What Youngler says, when you're looking for transfers, you should have 3 options minimum for each position. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. And the fact that Eddie Howe hasn't been backed in this window, is there now, are they now looking to get rid of Eddie? And are they looking at an excuse to get rid of Eddie? Or is Eddie going to move on to England? I mean, look, if we take a beating today against Spurs and we lose a few games and Eddie Howe's under pressure, does that mean then he's sacked? Is this what they want to do? I don't know, but it's just not great at all. Lewis says, I think if Eddie isn't backed in January, he'll walk. That's if he's not been sacked beforehand. Yeah, well said. Haaland, 6-9 goals in 6-9 Premier League games, and our fan base think how can turn Asula into that. Clowns. Says Tiger. Harry, Tony, now is the time for this fans consortium board to step up and ask questions. Absolutely, Ronald. Great comment, mate. Great comment. Absolutely. We've got a fan advisory board. Why aren't they at the club, liaising with the club and asking, right, what the hell is going on? Why have we not had a great window for what is happening? Where's the Champions League money? Where's the seller money? Where's all the sponsorship money on top? Obviously, we've got money to spend. So, I'm sorry, this PSR is a load of crap and I'm not accepting it anymore. And I don't want to hear it coming out of the club anymore about PSR. Tell the bloody truth to the fans. Be truthful. That's what we want. Right, guys, I'm just going to check to see if the team news is out, which it probably should be now. And yes, the team news is out. So, here we go. In goal, Nick Pope. The back four is Livramento, Lloyd Kelly. So, Livramento's playing left back, sorry. Lloyd Kelly and Byrne are the two centre backs, with Kraft on right back, if that's how they're doing it, or are they going Kelly left back again? I don't know. Because of putting a stupid number on that. In midfield, we have Joe Linton, Bruno, and Longstaff, and up top we have Gordon, Barnes, and Isak. On the bench, it's Dubravka, Kieran Trippier. So people saying Trippier signed for a Turkish team. Well, he's on the bench, so if he has, he's still here. Sandro Tonali, Matt Targett, Asula, Hall, Jacob Murphy, Almiron, and Alex Murphy make up the bench. So I will put that team news on screen for you. So what do you think of that back four then? So we're going with the same back four we started against Bournemouth last week. So I'll gather that's going to be Livramento, Kraft, Byrne, and Kelly at left back. Or does Byrne move to left back and Kelly goes to left centre back? Not so sure, but that's be interesting to see what people's thoughts are on this team news. There we go. There it is. But that was a cracking point from Ronald on the fan advisory board. Hi to you, Anthony Ross. Hope you're well. Hi to Ian Fleming as well. Hope you're well too, mate. I said Palace would say no. Yeah, absolutely. Make Shearer our CEO. Yeah, definitely. He would get things done, wouldn't he? Absolutely. Good idea. Tiger says 90% of fans were so convinced that Gui was coming. Yeah. Ronald says that post on X about Shearer being a Mackin was surely clickbait. Nobody could be that dumb. Well, another Newcastle fan said, actually, you said it quite well. And I thought, well, why? How? Shearer's Newcastle through and through. Mark says maybe Eddie didn't want anyone but Gui, but instead of fighting how they had their eggs all in one basket and it's backfired on all senior figures at the club, including the manager. Yeah, well said, Mark. Well said. Joel says, how did say that it would be hard to upgrade our team, and that's not true. Kraft, Miggy, and so could be upgraded. Why I blame Howe, and I believe he only wanted Gui. I mean, look, thing is, Matt Targett's on the bench. Leicester and Fulham wanted him on deadline day. Why didn't we get rid? Why did we pull the plug on that deal? He's on $100,000 a week. You know, it's I don't get this. I really don't. And the club need to come out and explain, I think. Our next, there's more than a few clowns. Wouldn't surprise me if Darren Neil's in the club every night dancing like Neil from the in-between as well. What important masses. That's what they're called, a consortium board. Yes, therefore should be speaking. Predator says, I don't think it's Eels, just Eels. He's a massive factor. But what's Mitchell been doing since he came in? The thing is, Predator, he's only been here 4 weeks. I'll judge Mitchell. Give Mitchell a year. His track record's phenomenal. And look, I don't think it's down to him. Darren Neal signs these deals off. I don't know what he's doing. Why is Tonali on the bench and Shock Dubs is back? Yeah, absolutely. Had Kelly on, Jesus. Yeah, exactly. Kelly was poor last week. Tonali on the bench. Yeah, I thought he would have started, but maybe because he started midweek, he's going to bring him off the bench. Kelly at left back, he was crap. What's the point in keeping dark secrets in the club when they should be telling us absolutely? Can't believe he's not starting Tonali. Neither can I. Kelly left back, what the fuck? Yeah, we're getting F this afternoon. 1-1 draw, but in my mind I could see it being 4-1 Spurs. Longstaff ahead of Tonali. Tonali must be stiff. The kidder is on a baller, and he's surprised he's on the bench. Yeah, absolutely. Got to be having a laugh with that lineup. I mean, Hall's on the bench again. Why is Hall not playing? So long he starts over Tonali, that stupid annoys me as hell. What the fuck is he playing like? Kelly at the left back for says Predator. What the F is he doing? And Tonali on the bench and Longstaff stats. I give up. I'm completely lost as to what he's thinking now. Hey, who knows? Maybe Eddie's playing for the sack. You never know. Biassi is Barnes and Gordon is good, but Hall and Tonali should be starting. Long straight over Tonali. What the actual? I went seeing 2-2 that lineup and changing to 3-1 Spurs, says Ian. Why did Eddie let Longstaff or Eels pick today's team? Kelly at left back. It just bemuses me, it really does. If he loses today and we get a thumping at home after that disaster of a window, then the atmosphere will be toxic really quick. I can see it, yeah. I fear a loss. I hope I'm wrong, says Trolls. Barnes been playing well, deserves start. Yeah, absolutely. Play Gordon right, Barnes left, yeah. Yes, sir, it's St James's, yeah. If they think of extending the ground, they need to rename the stand to Bobby Robson. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Say that Byrne or Kelly at left back. Both can't play there. Oh, playing his love chair Longy. Davey T says, no whole lot of knowledge. Does Eddie not know the feelings of the fans today? Well, yeah, exactly. Probably because Longstaff scored the winning penalty, so, let's get Longstaff in. Afternoon, friend, says Crane. Good afternoon, mate. Hope you're well. I went 2-0. Now begin to think otherwise. I'm starting to want how out. Not yet, but a couple of matches away from it. Lewis says, not surprised now he's on the bench. He went down against Spurs because he started feeling sick. He needs time to get his match fitness. That's another point as well. Either a big win or a big loss. Going for a 4-1 win, says Crane. Sorry, but you play your strongest 11 from the start. That's not our strongest. Yeah, I mean, look. Absolutely, I agree with you 100% there, Predator. That's not the the strongest lineup as such, is it? But, we'll have to see how they do. Right, so the Tottenham team, they line up with Vicario, Pedro Porro, Romero, Dragusin, and Udogi. That's the back five, technically, with the goalkeeper. At least they put it in order. Then you got Sarr, Bissouma, and Madison in the midfield, in the front three of Kulusevski, Captain Son, and Odebear. So that's who Tottenham are going with. Why can't we do our lineup like that? And then for Spurs, on the bench, they have Fraser Forster, Jed Spence, Davies, Devine, Gray, Bentancur, Bergvall, Johnson, and Werner, Timo Werner. So that is the Spurs lineup, which I will pop on screen for you in just a second. There we go, and there's the Spurs lineup. Anyone needing a boost, watch J7's interview on Sky yesterday, says Davey. I haven't seen it, but I'll have to catch up with that. If Isak goes missing again today, Eddie needs to let Asula have a run out. Won't know if he can do it unless he try it. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. Make Big Ange think we're going to play him, maybe. Eddie Howe does like mind games or two. Eddie's taking a leaf out of Southgate's pocket. Get Dubs out. I hate that guy. Can't stand him. Why is he still? Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Maybe now he's going to just see his contract out now. Keeping it tuned, says the big boss has arrived at St James's Park. Tony, thinking a meeting will happen and the heads will roll. Could well do. I think, to be honest with you, I think heads will roll. Maybe not today, but maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Good team by Spurs, says the Mackenzie family. If you're new to the channel, guys, please do hit the subscribe and do smash the likes as well. Got 71 watching. Not a Dubs fan either, says Julie. Wonder what time Eddie puts the subs on. Tony, but we getting top 2 according to our fans. I don't think we are, mate. Nowhere near. I think we'll be lucky if we do finish in the European place. Yes, I will sort out Eels. What Yangla says, if you can go 1 or 2 up, I can see a formation changing to 5 at the back and 4-2 or 3-1. And Darren Heels is a P head, says Lee. Yes, I need to sort how and Heels. Eddie O'Clock, 60-65 minutes. Yeah. Well, he has put them on before 60 minutes, Julie. So, yeah, we'll see what happens on that one as well. But, I mean, look, we're all frustrated. We're all angry with what's gone on with the transfer window. And it's absolutely shocking that we've not got anybody in on deadline day or had anything lined up well and truly before then. So the poll at the moment, who's to blame? It's Darren Neal's 82% out in front, 3% say Mitchell, 5% say Eddie Howe, and 10% say the owners as well. So interesting what people are putting out in the poll there. So yeah. Guys, we've got 16 likes, 65 watching. If you don't mind, would you smash that like? It does help the channel as well. Thank you very much. Julie said, I'm not how out yet. No, this smacks of playing for a draw, says Predator. Think we'll finish 7th, says Anthony Ross. Depends how many injuries we get, mate. Spurs are back 4 are all strong, tough lads. I have a feeling Isak gets out muscled again, says Davey T. Let's hope not, but yeah, see where you're coming from. Yeah, because they've got no Van de Ven, have they? So I'm not how out yet. Afternoon. Mackenzie family, who else is more nervous than usual for a match? I'm not nervous. I'm normally confident when we play Spurs because we normally do well against them at home. But got to admit today, I'm not so sure how this one's going to play out. Not sure how this one will go. I had us 3rd. That's why using the best players constantly. Eddie's not doing that. Now we'll see. Wacky Angler says, if you lose to Spurs today, it's not the end of the world. My boys lost to City yesterday and had to rely on them to score for us. I should have had triple captain Haaland yesterday. Keep that for a midweek one, Julie, when there's 3 games in a week. Who are you going for in the Old Firm derby, Tony? Salic will win that one. Gordon and Joe Linton need to pull their fingers out, because they'll be shocking so far. They have been, absolutely. I mean, look, as I say, I was going to do a show on Friday. I was going to do the final hour of the transfer window. I was just so angry with we're not signing people, and I just said, you know what, balls up to it, balls it. I'm not doing it. I don't know what else to say on the transfer window apart from it's been an absolute farce. Fact that we haven't gotten anybody in, and maybe that's questions that needs to be asked from the hierarchy, from Yasser as well. Like, why didn't Eddie want the options? And then speak to Eddie Howe as well and say, look, what's going on here? You were offered options, but you refused. Why are you refusing them? I know Eddie keeps saying it's got to be the right player for the club. But surely we weren't looking at bad players. We were linked with Tap Sober and people like that. As I say, Shalabar, we could have got him on loan, but he's gone to Palace on loan. Palestine Lacroix, who again's another decent centre back. So, I don't know why we all put our eggs in one basket for Gui when we knew it was never going to happen. Sadly, says DVT. Reckon Spurs going to turn us over 3-0. Hope I'm wrong. But if we start like we have recently and Spurs come out the blocks flying, I don't see us getting anything today. Like I say, hope I'm wrong. Yeah, absolutely proud of that. I mean, look, it's not. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'm at a loss. I hope we are wrong. Absolutely. To sort out ours and Neil's and sacking them the way I see it, to give them a clear speech that they need to get with the programme. Remember as kids we all had that teacher who scared the shit out of you. I hope and that's a big boss for the effect today. Yeah, absolutely, DVT. I totally agree with you, mate. Absolutely. Look, it needs to be sorted out. And let's hope it is sorted out. Lewis says, I understand people slating Longstaff, but he was fantastic when he come on against Forest. He could have had an absolute shocker today. But also have a blinder, fingers crossed it's the latter. Absolutely. Do you think that's why the big boys are back in town? Maybe. Yeah. Who knows? Because obviously, according to Keith Downey, he says Yasser Al-Rumayyan, Asma Razik and Jacobo Solis are in attendance from PIF at St James's Park today. They said the chairman has been keen to express his support to everyone at the club in person. This follows a difficult couple of months after the departure of Amanda Staveley and the failure to add to transfer targets. I mean, look, yeah, that's going to be put out there, but I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think it's just on the interest of like giving them the support. I think it's maybe to lay the law down as well. To maybe just shake a few people up, and I hope it does. We should look further places for players. We know the Premier League wants too much money. This is a problem, Eddie Howe. I think, and look, I've spoken to Bournemouth fans who have been honest about it and said Eddie prefers players from the Premier League because the Premier League proven he doesn't like to go abroad in case they don't make it. And I'm like, well, yeah, but if you're going to keep buying from the Premier League, you're going to be paying more and more money. It's ridiculous. I but Tony were really linked or interested with these players. It was all an article in ITK accounts. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe yes, I will say the fence needs to be more pointy. Or that fence at the back, yeah. Maybe put a gate on it and lock Darren Neils in it, says Julie. Gary says, Peter says, the big boss is coming up today. Would love to be a fly on the wall when he gets them all in the office. Tony, mate, absolutely, mate. I would love to be a fly on the wall. We should bring in some players from Saudi on loan. Well, that's the thing. Why aren't we exploring the Saudi market? Why? What? Look at Chelsea. They're selling players to clubs that they own. So why can't we do anything? Stinks. Bournemouth fans did warn us. Absolutely, Julie. Absolutely, they did. They said Eddie Howe gets found out, and when he does get found out, he won't change nothing. Giorgio Christian, hi. We explore the free market, big names still out there without a team. Yeah, absolutely. Like Adrian Rabiot, he's out there. Exactly. Some big names out there. Lewis says, I've seen something on Twitter this morning that the fence has been removed. Oh. We've gone from Amanda and my dad constantly putting news and information out there to now completely read your sounds. That's annoying. Because it makes Richard Masters and the cartel cry. Crumbs of comfort. Fraser has gone. Share last game of suspension. Everton's capitulation. Absolutely. I mean, look, Everton yesterday 2-0 up against Bournemouth and lost 3-2. Absolutely fantastic, that, wasn't it? Wacky Angler says, everyone make sure you hit the like up. The people, not enough likes. Thank you very much indeed, Wacky. Cheers, mate. Tristan says, Tony, we have not even looked for someone. Future stars. Spurs have signed kids from teams for the future. Something is wrong. I agree, Tristan. I agree with you, mate. Honestly, I don't know what we're doing. Why aren't we going to sign players from South America? Like I said the other day, look at the Look at the player that they signed from, that Forest signed from Corinthians, that goalkeeper, Carlos Miguel. 6'8". He had a cracking game against us. 25 years of age, would have been the perfect keeper to have in as your second choice backup. Corinthians weren't happy when he left the club because obviously Forest met the release clause, which was 3.4 million. Why aren't we buying these bargains? You know, why? Did anybody else think Carlos Miguel had a good game for Forest on Wednesday? Because I thought he looked pretty good, to be honest, and looked pretty solid. When Amanda and my dad was on the Newcastle TV series, they were doing the deals. Darren Eales wasn't. Yeah, absolutely. The thing with Eddie is he likes Southgate with playing his favourites and former players, hence Kelly starting. Foxy says, Tony, you say that Benfica already sold Marcus Leonardo for double what they paid in January. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying, Foxy. This is why aren't we exploring these markets for? I don't get it. I really don't. And it does annoy me. Yesterday's Everton game has got to be on little arms. Chelsea selling that Washington to Strasbourg is okay, yet we do not loan from Saudi. Yeah. The fuck is Everton playing like yesterday? I haven't got a clue. Dacia's walking a slippery tightrope there, and he just... That poor. That might be their turn to go down. Doesn't help when you have plans in place, spend, and the Premier League change the rules on spend all the time. That's true. Minty played well yesterday as well. Yeah, exactly. Why did we have to sell him? You know? I get it. A lot of Newcastle fans are saying, "Oh, we're not bothered. He's gone. We've not seen him playing of that might shirt." No, but we're seeing how he's playing for Brighton, and he's looking pretty decent at the minute. The lower club spent more than us. Everybody else is strengthened around us. We haven't, and this is what I'm saying. This is why I'm a bit worried about the European situation. Can we get into that European place? Davey says links this morning, trip, yeah, Turkish club. Can deals still be done? Yeah, because the Turkish window still open till the middle of September. So apparently he's off to Ayaspor or something, where John Joe Shelby's just signed. And Toonami says, feel like shit after the transfer window. Bring back a man that Eales out. Yeah, well said. Shame we didn't have a buyback clause in Minty and Anderson. Yeah, Anderson got an assist yesterday for Chris Wood. Tristan says, Tony, Eddie Howe's so selfish, wants things all his way. F the fan, F our history. He's in it only for him. We brought him from France for 30 years now. We don't even look. Thuram went to Juventus cheap. I agree. I mean, look, I don't know why Eddie won't bring in other players from abroad. Apparently he didn't want Bruno. If rumours were to be believed, he had to be, talked around to bring Bruno in. Peter says, Keith down here reporting the chairman, is there some interesting conversations to be had? Absolutely. Can we swap Anderson for long shade, says Jason. Wouldn't blame Eddie if he went for the England job. Maybe his head's turned, I don't know. Maybe come Jan, they will strengthen, and a lot of players out there of last year contract clubs might be hampered by their summer spending. Yeah, Longstaff's into it last year, so is Dubravka. Predator says if we're going to be bringing a right winger, we should have kept Minty and sold other assets to make up the PSR. We'll come back to bite us. You can see it coming off exactly. Eales should go down to the stack, buy everyone a pint and apologise. He doesn't show his face. Why are clubs silent about the cartel being protected? Look at that draw in the League Cup, man. I mean, it's partial. Absolutely disgusting. Alan says, good day, Tony. The window is what it is. Can't change it now. Just need to get on with it. 1-1-2 win. Can't forecast against players from abroad. Bruno, Botman, Isak. Absolutely. Lewis says maybe Eddie's head's been turned by England because now he's seen Amanda was forced out and probably thinks that might happen to him. That's the thing. Is that another reason why they're not investing? Because they're setting Eddie Howe up for a fall, you know, to get Eddie Howe at the club. I mean, look, we've got to turn up today. We've got to absolutely turn up today. And I want to see a performance from us, because the last few games, we scraped Southampton. We were lucky to get a draw last Sunday against Bournemouth because they should have beaten us. Forest, we were again miles off it. We scraped through on penalties. So now we need to make sure we can get a performance in, and I want to see that today. Villa, City, Everton, Forest and West Ham are now anti-cartel. Man U got the customary home draw again. Yeah, absolutely. Against Barnsley. Peter McArdle says, Sky Sports been on 10 minutes. No mention of the tune so far. Up the cartel's arse. It's embarrassing, absolutely. Tony, we won't overspend in January because we will get rougher prices. It will take us back, set us back for years. I want young talent from around the world brought in. I'm sorry, Eddie is wasting money. I want to see us go to the South American market and bring in players as well. We're seeing how only wants English players. Well, that's what we're seeing. Waiting for the news reports to see the Tyne Bridge shut you. The police trying to talk eels down from the ledge. Man U, Liverpool, constantly on the ads on Sky. Sky will build up the Man U game as soon as our coverage starts. Absolutely. Yeah, we know that's going to happen. First goal will be crucial, says Jason. If we go first behind, first heads will drop. If we score first, we continue to sit back. We need to get the first and go for the second. Give us a cushion to sit back on. Absolutely, mate. Even at 2-0, that's still a dangerous scoreline. So, what am I going for today? Well, I'm going to stick with my prediction I put on my Super 6 as well. Ian's just said 1-0 Celtic. And that draw was cartel, was corrupt as hell. Yeah, we know that, Alan. We know that. We're just saying in this window he wanted just to buy from the English League by the looks of it. He was given options. I don't think Man U will win today, Julie. So, what I'm going to go for is... my heart says we'll win 3-1. No, Solanke's not fit, mate. My heart says we'll win 3-1. My head says it'll be a 1-1 draw. But I'm going with my heart on this one, and I'm going 3-1 win. Depending how we play. Eddie's not wasting money. He's spending any money on Tony. No, exactly. And we got some money from the Ivan Toney deal as well. 2-2 draw. So at least that can help towards PSR. If they want to keep mentioning that word. To be fair, they did. Cool. From 4-0 Spits, we have shown no ability. From 4-0 we split. All we've looked at is like championship side, a lot of lazy players in that team. If everyone gets behind Eddie and all the lads, the fans say Darren Neal's out on the top man. We'll go with the fans. 3-2 win I had, but I really don't feel confident after the first 3 games. Solanke and Richarlison's fourth injured. I'm going 3-1 Toon. Billy F, I can see us getting hammered 4-0. Wow. Up out and Darlow for the match. Head away. Here I come, Toon. I'm still going 2-1 to us. Head over heart. 4-1 win to us. Don't you get sick, Ian, of the completion not good for Celtic? That's all. Yeah, I know, but they love it, don't they? How will we fare if Isak gets injured? Absolutely. Absolutely. Paper thin squad, Quinn. Absolutely. It'd be a Sula, won't it? Because Wilson's still after the internationals. Head over heart, rather. Heart over head, he says. 2-1, Toon says Mag debates. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Well, guys, I'm coming to the end of the show, but it's been a fantastic show. And again, you know, lots of great comments regarding the thing. And we're going to have a look at the poll. So anyway, the poll says 79% blame Eels, 2% blame Mitchell, 11% blame Eddie Howe, and 7% blame the owners. out of 57 votes. So thank you for voting, everybody. That's been fantastic. If you have enjoyed the show, then please don't forget to smash a like if you haven't done so already. It does help the channel, and it means new viewers find it more easy. If you are brand new to the channel, come and smash the subscribe. Come be part of this great community we've got here. Also hit the bell notification. That tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows as well. As I say, I'm going for 3-1 Newcastle. Let's hope. Let's get into some comments. What is it, Eddie Howe? After last season, fans wanted him out in Feb. Now it's let's defend Eddie. Yeah, I don't know, mate. I don't know. I really don't get it. I wonder what House sees as an elite player. Great show, everyone. Don't forget the thumbs up. Cheers, Tony. Great show. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tony. Enjoy the game. You too, Gareth. Just saw Howe interview. He's not happy. Sorry, competition. Thanks for the great show, Tony. Thank you very much, Crane. I'm pleased Mitchell's only 5%. He's not had time yet. Absolutely hasn't. Great show, Tony. Cheers, Ian. Thank you. How are you, the lads? Says Trolls. Let's face it, people that know what's happened behind the scenes are the people that are involved in everything else. And Neil says 3 points for the tune on the night. I didn't like the numerical lineup. Like, it's stupid. I don't either, Ronald. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. It really pays me off because I'm having to struggle to see who's what, where, and try and work out the formation where the least of Spurs one's all in formation. But anyway, remember, the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. It may not be because of that transfer window, but definitely it should be. But anyway, enjoy the game. And don't be hiding behind the cushion too much. But until then, I will see you all later. Away the lads.